Okay, so let's discuss problem 6, number 2 and 3. Pagsunurin na natin kasi isa lang naman yung given niya. No? So for 6-2, we are asked to prepare a consolidated balance sheet and income statement subsequent to the date of business combination for Pink and Floyd. Okay, so step 1, we have to first analyze yung changes sa identifiable net assets of subsidiary. Okay, so I have here four columns. By the way, medyo iba ng konti yung format ko sa format ni Milian, but you can have your own format naman kung ano yung mas prefer niya. Okay? So, um first column natin is yung book value natin as reported by the separate balance sheet of Floyd on January 1 and December 31. Given nga ba to? Wait lang. Yeah, yung January 1, 2025, given siya at 480. Tapos yung as of December 31 is inad natin yung lahat ng shareholders equity accounts ni Floyd to give us 568, no? So that's share capital plus share premium plus retained earnings. Okay? And then we also have to analyze yung fair value adjustments. So initially, meron tayong dalawang item for adjustments, yung inventory and building. So sa inventory, increase of 10,000, and for building, increase of 110,000, no? That's 510,000 fair value less 100,000 carrying amount on the date of business combination. Now, after a year, part of these fair value adjustments, itong dalawang to, will be expense. Unahin natin yung inventory. We assume first in, first out. So, lahat ng inventory at January 1, we assume is sold. So, itong 10,000 na to, yan, itong naka-shade na yan, na 10,000, will be expense, no? Magiging adjustment yan sa expense kasi nga nabenta na yung inventory na related dun sa 10,000, no? So that will be in addition to cost of goods sold later sa income statement. So the balance of the fair value adjustment for inventory as of year end is zero. For the building, nagde-depreciate siya. So yung 110, ide-depreciate siya for the remaining useful life of 5 years. So itong 110 na to, which I'm shading with green, unti-unti siyang may expense as time passes by. So 110 um divided by 5. So for the year, may expense yung 22,000. Kaya ang natitirang balance ng fair value adjustment for the building is 88,000. Okay? So you just get the totals here. Yan. Ang dalawang column ng January 1 at December 31. So that will give you a net increase 656 versus 600. So net increase of 56,000. Okay? Step 2, let's compute for the goodwill. So, consideration transferred according to the problem is 560. Actually, hindi siya tuwirang sinabi, but it's in Pink Company's balance sheet as of December 31, yung kanyang investment in subsidiary account has a balance of 560,000. So, that's the consideration transferred for the business combination. Now, for number 2, we will value non-controlling interest at proportionate share. So, how do we compute for the non-controlling interest? We start with the fair value of net identifiable assets, which is 600,000. Kinumpute na natin dito sa taas. Ito. Okay? So, 600,000. Multiply natin dun sa share nung NCI, which is 10% because according to a problem, Pink acquired 90% of Floyd. So 10% of that is 60,000. So you get the total versus total of 620 versus fair value of net identifiable asset na 600, which as I have said, na-compute na natin dito sa taas. Ito naka-green. Okay? So we have goodwill of 20,000. Step 3, oo nga pala 'no, ako mas sanay kasing inuunang computein yung consolidated retained earnings bago yung non-controlling interest 'no. Kay Milyan kasi nauna yung NCI bago conso retained earnings, but it doesn't matter naman. So I'm used to computing consolidated retained earnings first before computing for the non-controlling interest. So, how do we compute for this? As of December 31, ang consolidated ang retained earnings rather ni Pink is 1,260,000 as reported dun sa kanyang independent balance sheet. You add yung share niya sa net increase sa net assets ni Floyd. So, ang amount dyan is 50,400. Ang solution natin dyan is 90% of G6. Actually, yung G6 is ito. Ito, ayan. Ito yung G6. Ito, wait. Ito to. So, 90% nitong 56,000, yun yung share ni parent or ni Pink. So, 90% nga nun is 50,400. So, our consolidated retained earnings is 1,310,400. Step 4, we have non-controlling interest. Um, we will get the fair value of the what do you call this, identifiable assets ni Floyd as of December 31, 2025, which is 656. Andito siya sa taas. Ito, this one. Yan, yung naka-green, 656,000. Okay? So, kunin mo yung share, 10% ni non-controlling interest. So, that will be your non-controlling interest amount as of December 31, 65,600. Step 5, for consolidated net income, iba rin yung format ko ha, Kimilian. Okay, bahala na kayo kung ano yung gusto nyong gamitin. Baka meron pa kayong ibang book na binabasa, you can use their format, no? So, this is my format. I have two columns, or three rather, Pink, Floyd, and total. So, what I do is, I put yung reported net income ng dalawa according to their independent income statement. Nandyan siya, given naman, 270 and 88. And then I adjust the net income. So, in our case, ang may adjustment lang si Floyd. Saan magagaling yung adjustment? Dito sa taas. Ito to. This one. Yang dalawang yan. 10 and 22. Okay? Yan yung adjustment natin for Floyd. So, adjustment sa cost of goods sold, 10,000 yung sa inventory. Adjustment sa depreciation, 22,000. So, both are deduction kasi additional expense yon, no? Yung pag-expense ng fair value adjustment is an additional expense. So, that will give us the following amounts. Adjusted net income for Pink, 270. For Floyd, 56,000. So, ang ating consolidated net income is 326,000. So, we have to um, uh, subdivide that, i-attribute kay parent at kay subsidiary. So I have these columns attributable to Pink, Floyd, and then the total. So for Pink's net income, syempre ang may share lang doon ay si Pink, si parent. Wala namang investment sa kanya si Floyd, no? So lahat ng 270 kay Pink. Ang mahahati lang yung kay Floyd na ang total is 56,000. So 90% niyan, which is 50,400 goes to Pink, 10%, 5,600 goes to Floyd. Okay? So, we have the following totals. Ayan. Naiwan pala yung total dito sa taas. Sorry. Ayan. So, ayan. 326,000. So, pwede na tayo mag-prepare ngayon ng ating consolidated balance sheet and income statement. Punta tayo dito. Okay. For cash, receivable, and inventory, you simply add, pati pala prepaid assets, sorry. You simply add yung reported amounts ni, wait. Okay, masyado akong excited. Cash and receivables muna. Okay. For cash and receivables, you simply add yung reported amount sa balance sheet nilang dalawa because we don't have any fair value adjustments related to cash and receivables. So, you just simply add yung mga amounts nila, no? Kung ano man nandyan sa book. For inventory, it's 280,000. It's actually the sum of 200 at saka 80. Those are the independent amounts as reported by their respective income statements. Kaya ako lang medyo pumreno ako ng konti kasi may fair value adjustment nga pala tayo dito. Nakalimutan ko zero nga pala. No, pero kung may balance to, itong yan. Sorry. Itong ginigreen ko ngayon, i-adjust mo siya, no? Isasama mo siya sa computation, no? So, yung reported amounts ng dalawa plus yung adjustment. Pero, in this case, walang adjustment. So, you simply add yung reported nilang inventory sa balance sheet nila, 200 tsaka 80,000. Prepaid assets, balik tayo dito. Okay? Prepaid assets, simply add din yung reported nila, 18,000. For the building, ang solution natin dyan is this one. Wait. Okay? Ang amount natin is 1,538,000. Saan galing yan? Okay? Ayan yung solution natin. 1,100,000 plus 350, those two amounts are the reported amounts of building in their respective balance sheet na given sa book. Plus F5. Ano yung F5? Ito, naka-blue. Ito, yung 88,000 na fair value adjustment, sasama mo siya. So, 110 plus 35 plus 88, that will give you 1,538,000. Goodwill, 20,000 as computed. Ito, ayan, kaya naka-green siya yan, pinag-match ko siya. Ayan, ayan. Yung goodwill natin sa step 2 na naka-green, yun yung goodwill na ilalagay mo dito. Sa consolidated balance sheet, so we have total assets of 2,866,000. For accounts payable, you simply add the reported amounts of the respective income statements. For share capital and share premium, kunin mo lang yung amounts na sa parent lang. Huwag mong pag-aadin yung kay Pink at Floyd. Yung kay Pink lang. Because sa Conso financial statement, ang matitira lang po na shareholders equity or share capital, share premium ay yung sa parent. For consolidated retained earnings, we computed ito sa step 3, I think. Let me return dito sa kaliwa. Ito siya. Ayan, ito. Yan, naka-orange siya. Ayun. So, 1,310,400. Non-controlling interest, we also computed this sa step 4. Ito. Ayan, yung nakakulay beige na yan. 65,600. So, ayun. Diba? Sa step 4. So, ayun siya. 65,600 for a total of 2,866,000. And of course, para malaman mo kung tama ka, ito without force balancing, no? Without force balancing, dapat yung dalawang yan ay pareho, 2,866,000 in total. Let's have the income statement. For sales, simply add the reported amounts of each income statement. Okay, so 800,000. For cost of sales, meron tayong solution dyan. Our amount is 270. Ito yung ating solution. Yung 200 tsaka yung 60 na reported ni Pink and Floyd sa kanilang respective income statement plus yung expiration natin dito. Ayun, yung nasa niyan. Itong 10 na naka-blue. Ayan, actually makikita mo rin siya dito. Ayan, adjustment sa cost of sales. Ito, yung 10, I'm shading it with blue. Ayun, 10. Okay? So, yun yung idadagdag mo. So, ang cost of sales mo, 200 plus 60 plus 10. So, that will give you 270,000. Gross profit, of course, 800 less 270, 530,000. Depreciation, ang ating amount dito is 172. Paano kinumpute? Yung reported na 100 tsaka 50 in their respective income statements ay dadagdagan natin nung nag-expire sa step 1. Ayan, nakakulay blue, 22,000, which can also be found sa step 5. Ito yung 22,000. Ito, I'm shading it with blue. Ayan. Idadagdag mo yan sa depreciation. That explains kung bakit ang ating depreciation solution is 100,000 plus 50,000 plus 22,000. Okay, so that will give you 172,000. Distribution cost, wala namang adjustment. Simply add yung nireport nilang dalawa. So, 32. So, that will give you consolidated net income of 326,000. Okay? Yan, zoom out lang natin ng konti. Yung kabuuan ng ating solution, ayan. Napakahaba niyan. Okay? So, let's proceed to 6.3. Sa 6.3, the only difference is yun daw, what do you call that? Yung non-controlling interest will be valued at fair value, so 65,000. Na. So, step 1, wala tayong problema, same. Step 2, doon tayo magkakaiba sa goodwill. Okay? So, ang pinagkaiba niya, siguro pagditin natin, lang ha, i-zoom din natin tong kanina, yung first, ayan, this one. Okay. Ayan. If you notice here, no, fair value ni net identifiable assets here, shading it with blue now, 60. Dito sa kabila, sa 6.3, it is 65,000. So, doon sila magkaiba. So, it follows, maiiba yung goodwill. So, ang goodwill natin is 25,000. Same for step 3, wala namang naiba. Step 4, may maiiba, yung non-controlling interest. Kasi, if you notice, dito sa 6.2, ay, nasan ba yan? Ito. Okay. 6.2, 65,600. Itong 65,600 is also present dito sa, ito, hina-highlight ko, 6.3. Pero may dadagdag ka, yung share ni non-controlling interest sa goodwill. So, how do we compute for that? Sinabi sa problem na ang fair value nung non-controlling interest is 65,000. Okay? So, paano mo ma-compute yung goodwill? Ibangga mo yung 65 sa share ni non-controlling interest sa fair value ng net identifiable asset. I think we have it dito sa taas, tama ba? Wala ata. Okay, so we compute. Okay, here. Ayan, nakalagay dito, E22 times D6. Saan galing yon? Okay? Di ba ang share ni non-controlling interest is 10%? Yan. Ito siya, actually, I'm shading it with blue. 10%. Kunin mo yung 10% nitong 600,000 kasi ito yung fair value ng net identifiable asset on the date of combination. Okay? So, 10% of 600, that will give you, ito, 60. Yan. So, pagbanggain mo, 65 less 60, that will be the goodwill attributable to NCI. 5,000. So, i-total mo, 65,600 plus 5,000. We have non-controlling interest amounting to 70,600. Consonant income, wala namang problema, same. So, sa makatuwid, ang pinagkaiba lang ng kanilang balance sheet is this one, goodwill, 25,000. And then, non-controlling interest, 70,600. Yun lang ang pinagkaiba nila. Tama ba? Yeah, yun lang pinagkaiba nila. Okay? So, total for this item for number 3 is 2,871,000. Okay? So, yun lang po. Dito naman sa income statement, walang problema. Same pa din ng 6.2.